Deep in the deserts of northern Mexico, there lies a place so strange, so mysterious, that scientists, travelers, and even locals whisper about it in awe and fear. It's called La Zona del Silencio, the Zone of Silence. A place where radios stop working, compasses spin uncontrollably, and strange lights dance across the sky. Some say it's Earth's own Bermuda Triangle, a desert where the laws of physics seem to break down and time itself feels distorted. But what's really happening in this forbidden zone? Is it magnetic fields? Alien interference? Or something far beyond what science can explain? Let's journey into the heart of Mexico's silent zone and uncover the chilling secrets buried beneath its sands. The Zone of Silence sits in the Mapimi Desert, stretching across the borders of 3 Mexican states, Durango, Chihuahua, and Coahuila. It's one of the most isolated regions in North America, barren, dry, and eerily quiet. The locals call it El Trino del Silencio, the Ring of Silence, because here, communication simply stops. Radios, cell phones, and even satellite signals fail to work properly. Pilots report losing radio contact when flying over it. Compasses spin wildly, making navigation almost impossible. And yet no one knows exactly why. The first major event that brought attention to this strange desert happened in 1970, when a U.S. military rocket launched from White Sands, New Mexico, went wildly off course. Instead of landing hundreds of kilometers away in the United States, it crashed right in the middle of this silent zone. The American government immediately sent recovery teams, dozens of trucks, helicopters, and scientists, into the desert. They built temporary bases, guarded the area, and started collecting debris, but what exactly they found there was never fully revealed. The official story said it was just a navigational error. But locals who watched from afar swore they saw something strange: glowing orbs in the sky, military men wearing strange suits, and equipment that looked far too advanced for the 1970s. After that event, people began calling it Mexico's Bermuda Triangle. But strange phenomena in this area go back much further than that. For centuries, local tribes, especially the Huichol and Tarahumara, have told stories about the desert being a sacred place. They believed it was where the gods descended from the sky. In some legends, tall beings dressed in silver would appear, bringing messages and wisdom. Others described bright lights moving across the night sky, long before airplanes or satellites existed. In modern times, countless travelers have reported witnessing these same glowing lights. Sometimes orange, sometimes blue or white, they float silently, move in impossible patterns, and then disappear without a trace. Scientists say it's just ball lightning or meteor activity. But those who've seen them say they look intelligent, like they're watching. One of the strangest details about the Zone of Silence is its position on the Earth. It lies along the same latitude as the Bermuda Triangle, the Egyptian pyramids, and the Himalayas, roughly 26 to 30 degrees north. Some researchers believe this line holds unique electromagnetic properties that affect Earth's magnetic field. Could that explain why radios die and compasses fail? Maybe. Or maybe it's something more. When scientists visited to study the zone, they discovered high concentrations of magnetic minerals in the ground, particularly magnetite and uranium. These minerals can interfere with radio signals and magnetometers, which could explain some of the silence. But here's where it gets even stranger. The zone also has an unusually high rate of meteorite impacts. Thousands of tiny meteor fragments have been found scattered across the desert. Coincidence? Or is something attracting them here? Locals say the sky above the zone seems alive. They often see fireballs streaking across it, far more than anywhere else in Mexico. Some geologists suggest it's because of the region's unique geology, metallic ore layers that might attract meteors. But others claim these aren't meteors at all. They're UFOs. In the 1970s and 1980s, several UFO sightings were reported in the zone. Farmers claimed to see strange discs hovering silently above their fields. One rancher said a glowing craft landed near his property, and from it emerged three tall, pale beings with light-colored hair and blue eyes. They spoke perfect Spanish and asked for water, nothing else. When he turned around, they vanished. This story spread like wildfire and became one of the region's most famous legends. Other locals said similar encounters happened, always with the tall, blonde beings who appeared calm, spoke kindly, and then disappeared into the desert without leaving footprints. Some believe these beings are extraterrestrials. Others think they're interdimensional travelers, or even ancient gods returning to their sacred land. But whatever they are, the stories keep coming. Then there's the wildlife. The desert is home to unique species found nowhere else on Earth. Mutant plants and animals that seem to have adapted strangely to the magnetic radiation. Scientists have documented turtles with unusual shell patterns, cacti that grow in twisted shapes, and strange colors in desert flowers that don't match their species anywhere else. Some believe it's because of high radiation levels from meteor fragments. Others whisper that the zone itself changes life, bending DNA in subtle ways. Again, no one knows for sure. Tourists brave enough to visit the zone often describe feeling a strange energy, like static electricity in the air. Some say watches stop working. Cameras glitch or record unexpected interference. One traveler said her GPS showed her walking in circles for hours, even though she was walking in a straight line. There are no clear signs, no cell phone towers, and no reliable maps. If you wander too far, you might not come back. A few explorers reported losing track of time entirely, walking for what felt like an hour, only to realize that 5 or 6 hours had passed. Some reported hearing faint humming noises in the distance, like a frequency too low to identify. Others claimed they saw figures moving in the dunes only to vanish when approached. Is this desert truly haunted? Or is it just an extreme test of the human mind under stress and isolation? The Mexican government eventually built a research station in the zone in the late 1970s. Officially, it was to study meteorites, flora, and fauna. But conspiracy theorists believe the real purpose was to monitor the strange electromagnetic phenomena. The station, known as the Mapimi Biosphere Reserve, still exists today, but many say it's just a cover, a way to hide something deeper underground. Because rumors persist of underground tunnels and metallic structures buried beneath the desert. Some locals claim to have seen bright lights emerging from the ground at night, like doors opening from below. Could it be an ancient base? A crashed craft? Or a natural phenomenon beyond our comprehension? Then there's the psychological effect of the silence itself. Imagine standing in the middle of endless desert plains, no wind, no birds, no sound at all. Just silence. It's said the quiet is so complete you can hear your heartbeat. Some visitors report feeling watched, even when they're completely alone. Others feel disoriented, dizzy, or nauseated, as if the desert itself were rejecting them. Scientists who visited said magnetic fluctuations could affect human brainwaves, causing confusion or hallucinations. But the locals believe something spiritual is at work, that the desert chooses who can enter and who must leave. And maybe they're right. Even NASA has shown interest in this strange region. Because of its unique environment, the U.S. Space Agency once used it to test instruments designed for Mars missions. The silence, dryness, and geology make it a near-perfect simulation of the Martian surface. It's almost as if this part of Earth doesn't belong to Earth at all. There are also bizarre coincidences with other mystery zones around the planet. Areas like the Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Sea near Japan, and Egypt's Valley of the Kings. All of them share electromagnetic anomalies and ancient legends of gods descending from the sky. Could these be portals? Vortexes connecting our world to others? Some theorists believe the Earth has a grid of energy points, natural intersections of magnetic forces that open gateways between dimensions. The zone of silence, they claim, is one of those points. When these forces become unstable, strange things happen. Radios die, lights appear, and the boundary between worlds blurs. Skeptics, of course, dismiss all of this. They say there's no hard evidence that every mystery has a scientific explanation. Maybe the silence is just due to the desert's mineral composition. Maybe the UFOs are just meteors. Maybe the legends are just exaggerated tales told by tourists. But even skeptics agree, there's something undeniably weird about this place. You can feel it. You can't measure it. But it's there, in the air, in the ground, in the silence. To this day, people continue to disappear in the zone of silence. Adventurers, hikers, even scientists have gone missing, only to be found days later with no memory of what happened. Some return terrified. Others describe seeing lights guiding them out. One explorer said he saw a massive metallic object half buried in the sand, glowing faintly, before it sank deeper and vanished. Whatever the truth is, the zone of silence remains one of Earth's most baffling enigmas. It's a place where science ends and myth begins, where desert winds whisper secrets of the universe, and silence hides answers humanity may never find. Maybe it's a natural phenomenon, or maybe, just maybe, it's something that was never meant to be understood. One thing is certain, the silent zone of Mexico continues to challenge everything we think we know about our planet. So what do you think? Is it magnetic energy, extraterrestrial activity, or something far older? A forgotten force that connects Earth to the cosmos? The truth is still lost in the silence. If you enjoyed this journey into one of Earth's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe for more mind-blowing stories about ancient civilizations, unexplained places, and the secrets science can't yet explain. Because the world is full of mysteries, and we're just getting started.